Welcome back to Priceless Therapy. This is my visual version of my podcast on Anchor FM. I am your girl. Let's talk Char. And guess what? We're not recording the YouTube video in the car. Yes, we have been talking about the 12 days of knowledge. So today we're going to get into Kwanzaa. The previous videos, we have been talking about that fa la 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 ho 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 season. So if you haven't checked those videos out, make sure you go back and check out the things that I've been talking to you about that holiday or those different collaborations of celebrations that they put together for us to celebrate, like Mardi Gras, and we want to call it Christmas, the celebration of Christ. So we're going to talk about Kwanzaa. So you know I like to start out with a quote. So before we jump into the first day of Kwanzaa, I'm going to hit you with this quote. Kwanzaa is a Pan-African celebration of heritage, culture, family, and community. The principles and the manner of observing the holiday is to uplift our traditional values that are key to our lives. And this quote is by Miss Janine Bell. Now, I want to give you a little bit of background and history of Kwanzaa before we go into the first day. Beginning December 26th and lasting for 7 days, Kwanzaa is a celebration of community, family, and culture, established as a means to help African Americans reconnect with their African roots and heritage. And we know now and today in 2020, we need to connect with our heritage and culture. Because some of the things I see going on in my Black is Beautiful community, all I can do, truthfully, is pray. Now, Kwanzaa is a holiday that was created by, now I don't want to jack it up with my list, so I'm going to attempt to say it. And Brother Hiram, if I don't say it correctly, please correct me. Dr. Mulata Karanga. Okay. It was created in 1966, and thank you, Brother Hiram, to celebrate the family culture and heritage. And it was modeled after the first harvest celebration in Africa. There are 7 principles and 7 primary symbols that emphasize a unique set of values and ideas during the 7 days of Kwanzaa. And guess what? And they're also spelled with 7 letters. I thought that was dope. Now, there are 3 primary colors that's a reflection of the Pan-African movement that we use for Kwanzaa. And those colors are red, black, and green. Black for the people, red for the noble blood that unites all people in the African ancestry, and green for the rich land of Africa, not for the money. Because you know, when we say green and we associate things, money, 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 money. I know when somebody asks me, especially Brother Hiram, he would ask me what does red, black, and green mean, and I would always say money, but that's not what it is. If you don't know, I want you to know, because I thought this was very interesting, that we have a postage stamp. Yes, we do. That celebrates and it also reminds us of Kwanzaa. And it was first issued in 1997. And since there has been 5 issues of the postage stamp. And the latest one was in 2016. Kwanzaa is celebrated all over the world and in the United States. Now, Dr. Karanga, Dr. Karanga, who created Kwanzaa in 1966 as a way to bring our African Americans together, he did research and he combined several different celebrations, such as those of the Ashanti and those of the Zulus. That is the form and foundation of Kwanzaa. So, if you don't know and if you don't understand, he made sure that we got some African roots that are embedded from us in some of the things that they do. Just keep in mind and keep an open mind. The celebrations that you accepted and have indoctrinated and has been basically embedded in our minds, it comes from a European culture, not from our own. So I was really excited when I started doing the research and really understanding what Kwanzaa truthfully was about. So let's talk about the first day of Kwanzaa. The first day of Kwanzaa is Umoja. And Umoja. Umoja. And it means unity. To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. So when you celebrate Kwanzaa, there are things that you need to have to celebrate, and the candles are one. And we have the red, black, and green candles. Now, I have the candles over here from Silk Couture. I don't have 7 candles, but I do have the red, black, and green candles. And the black candle is placed in the middle, and on the first day, that is the candle that you light. And the individual that has the responsibility to light the candle makes a statement about the principle Umoja, which means unity. And all that are in attendance should listen to the statement and understand it in a way that he or she can explain the doctrine and its meaning. A passage or poem is shared which is related to the life and the principle of Umoja. Now, also, on this day, everyone shares the unity cup. Char has hers, and it's filled with juices. I got apple juice in mine. We'll talk about that later. And then it is passed around to everyone, and then you talk about what's going on. You also, when you get done, after you partake of everything, you snuff out the candles. There is a saying, which means what's happening. That's the official saying. So, Hiram, why don't you let them know what that saying is?
Habara Gandhi.
Habara Gandhi. So that's the saying that you say. Not only do you say it on the first day of Kwanzaa, you're going to say that each and every day as your guests and your family members are greeted. There is some foods that I believe that each and every one should know about. And I was really excited when I seen these things. I didn't know why I liked these particular dishes. But guess what? It's in our roots. It's in us. So you should be feeding your guests and your family members things such as catfish, collard greens, mac and cheese, jerk chicken. Also, you should feed them things that come from the Caribbean fritters, gumbo, and things that are from the Africa diaspora. Not turkey, not dressing, not chitterlings, the things that we normally eat. No, we should be eating things that come from our motherland and homeland. Also, the gifts that you give to one another and to the children should be teaching gifts, learning gifts. And these are gifts that you should make, not just go into the store and buy. And if you do buy these particular gifts, DVDs and things of that nature, books, whatever the case may be, guess what it should be about? It should be about the reflections of your African heritage. These are the type of gifts and these are the type of things that you should be doing. If you're not well versed in Kwanzaa, what you should do is hit the notification bell on Let's Talk Char, because there's going to be a video each and every day of the 12 days of knowledge. And today we're on day 1 of Kwanzaa. If you don't know, I'm going to make sure that you do know. Go check out my website, charjohnson.com. Any and everything that you think that you can have for my Black is Beautiful, Fabulous Body, you can get those products off of the website, charjohnson.com. Until next time, this is not reality TV. And this is not reality radio. This is reality. And when you know better, do better.